Yo, what's going on, guys? It's me, Aaron, with Evolution Daily, and in this video I'm going to talk about how you can break free from the chains of being a beta male and start transcending and ascending into becoming the alpha male that you were always born and meant to be. Before I begin this video, just want to let you know that all of my courses and coaching are available over at evolutiondaily.com. If you're interested in signing up for a 5-week Skype coaching mentorship, that is my virtual instruction program. That's available over at evolutiondaily.com. One-on-one, just you and me, no group format where you're not getting attention or whatever, and essentially 24/7 access to me during the 5 weeks that you're on the program. And if you want to take it to the next level, you can sign up also for a one-on-one boot camp coaching program with me, whether we're doing day game and night game, or just night game, or just day game. Hit me up over at evolutiondaily.com if that's something that interests you. So the way I see it is that a lot of us that are involved in the self-development or pickup community, just men that are really trying to become better versions of ourselves, so many of us are what I like to refer to as recovering beta males. I believe that I've had so many beta male characteristics throughout my life, and maybe they still absolutely rear their ugly head from time to time, but through all of the inner work and outer work that I've done, whether it's through game or just improving my masculinity in a myriad of ways, I feel as though I've really sort of drowned out a lot of that and have transcended more into the alpha male role. And so what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to explain 5 action steps for you to become an alpha male. Now, this isn't the only 5, okay? And a couple of these I'm not going to go into extreme depth. I may make separate videos about them. But again, I want to give you 5 action steps that you can start taking today, right now in this moment, in order for you to become an alpha male. Step number 1 to becoming an alpha male is lifting heavy weights, bro, okay? Lifting heavy weights. You need to apply extreme physical stress on your body in order for you to be an alpha male. This is the way of the warrior, okay? As we were evolving throughout all of mankind and human history and human evolution, we were always under extreme physical stress and being hunted and hunting and being attacked and attacking and just so much physical activity just to survive. And that created strong alpha type men. Now, if we want to, we can just sit around all day, snack on Little Debbie, Hostess cakes, whatever, and we never really need to undergo too much physical strain. I have found, me, myself, I used to be very into working out in different ways or whatever, but it wasn't really until the last, I'd say, 4 months or so that I started lifting really fucking heavy weights, lower reps than I was doing before, but just the kind where you're just feeling like your body's gonna break and you're just throwing that weight up. And afterwards, you have this high, man. You have this high, you have this euphoria. It makes you stronger. Part of this, obviously, is over the long term, developing more of that alpha male body, having broad shoulders, a big chest, good fucking arm definition. That's all part of it, but really I view this as being more of a mental, a psychological benefit. And what you'll find is that when you're lifting really heavy weights, putting your body under that intense pressure, then it makes the pressure that you encounter throughout your day-to-day life just a lot easier to deal with. And the beta male is the one that is constantly freaking out. Oh my God, what am I gonna do? Oh, everything is... And the alpha male is the one that's in control and can handle pressure. And so I think lifting weights is a major, lifting heavy weights is a major first step towards becoming an alpha male. Step 2, following your destiny. So many of you are doing things that you don't really want to be doing. You have a job that you hate, and you're a victim to that job, okay? You need to become the victor of your life and get a job that you enjoy. So many of you are doing things that your parents want you to be doing or that society tells you you should be doing. I'm sure somebody's watching this video right now that's in a relationship that they fucking hate. You don't want to be in that relationship anymore, and so what you're doing is you're becoming the victim of that relationship instead of being the victor of your own life. Following your own path is, in my opinion, one of the absolute core musts for any alpha male. This is not a guy who is going throughout the world and getting shit on, getting beat down. There's a lot of people that have to have a boss. I don't think that everybody has to be an entrepreneur, but if you have a job where motherfuckers are talking down to you all the time, then it's on you to step up and either set the boundary and say, hey, you're not gonna fucking talk to me like that anymore, dude. I will walk away from this career. I will walk away from this job. Or for you to actually just walk away from that career, from that job, and go get something else. But either way, doing what you want to do in this life, pursuing your passions, pursuing the things that you care about, and forgetting what mom and dad say, forgetting what your fucking friends say, or that girl that you're with, or whatever it is, being who you want to be, being who you believe that you are meant to be. That is the second step that I'm giving you in this video in becoming an alpha male. Step number 3. You have to get good with women. The first step to getting good with women is putting yourself in positions where you are around a lot of women. So again, I know a lot of you guys are just watching this right now and you're maybe, again, in this shitty relationship, or you're just sitting at home a lot and you're not going out, you're not trying to go out and meet women at bars or nightclubs, go do pickup, go do day game, none of that stuff. And I really just firmly believe that it is good for the soul for a man to be around a lot of hot women. I think there's just something to be said for pheromones in the air and getting turned on by these girls and just having that sexual energy just kind of pinging around back and forth, right? And then getting up the balls and the courage and learning the technique and the strategies in order for you to go up and actually approach those women, and in a lot of cases pull them, take them home. That's what I teach here on the channel. And being able to learn how to go on dates and not be freaking out. If you're someone watching this video right now and every time you've ever gone on a date, it's been this extremely stressful situation where, oh my God, I'm so nervous for this date right now. What am I gonna do? You need to be able to get calm and grounded around women. And again, step 1 to this is positioning yourself around them. So going out to bars, going out to nightclubs, even if you don't drink, going out with your friends, having a good time, making friends, going to meetups, whatever it is, going out into public settings where you're going to be around hot chicks, joining a better gym where there's like way hotter girls. I don't know if you guys know that or not. If you're working out at Planet Fitness, there are way hotter girls at better gyms. That's just the way that the cookie crumbles on that. So putting yourself around women, learning how to approach them, learning pickup. I have tons and tons of videos on the channel that'll teach you how to get good with women. And if you're really interested in being able to learn how to go out and meet women throughout your day-to-day life, and as you're walking the streets, as you're at the grocery store, being able to run awesome interactions with them, get their phone numbers, being able to hook up with them from there, turn them into your girlfriend, thrivedaygame.com. That's my day game course. Absolutely phenomenal course. Tons of bonuses. You can head over to thrivedaygame.com after the video or right now to go check that out. But you have to, in order to become an alpha male, you have to become good with women. You want to have a consistent sex life, a healthy, awesome sex life. Because if you're always just sitting around wanting, jerking off, thinking about chicks, it's not going to be good for you. That's what a beta male does. An alpha male goes out and he gets what's his. Step number 4 to becoming an alpha male is you want to optimize your hormones. Now this goes very, very deep, and I'm not going to dive too deep into the subject. However, I'm just going to say that optimizing my testosterone over the last year or so has been an absolutely key and crucial part of my own personal development. So basically the way that I would start doing this for you guys is basically getting tested would be the first thing that I'd really recommend here. Because there's a lot of guys that are walking around, they have no idea. They're walking around with very estrogenic bodies. They're walking around with low testosterone that's making you fatigued, making you tired, making you just not live a great life. So the first thing I'd recommend is getting tested. For a lot of you living in the United States, you could use discountedlabs.com. And I believe if you go get the free and total testosterone test, as well as your E2 sensitive, which is the only estrogen test that you ever want to take. Sometimes doctors will have you do a different test, but you want to get your E2 sensitive, your estrogen sensitive. It's called an estrogen sensitive assay. And then you want to get your free and total testosterone checked. This is bare minimum stuff. You really should get a lot of other stuff checked. But if you go to discountedlabs.com, I think it's like maybe like $70 or something to get your levels checked. And then from there, you can then decide where you want to go. I personally believe that there's a lot of guys walking around that probably need to be on testosterone replacement therapy. I think there's a lot of guys out there that are that don't necessarily need it, and they could just do a lot of research. You can do a lot of research on how to increase your testosterone naturally. However, if you are at an extremely low level, there's virtually almost nothing you can do naturally for you to actually increase it to where your testosterone levels are optimized. you can get them to where they're livable and you can live and get by. But optimizing your testosterone and all of your hormones in general, there's ways to do it now. We're living in 2018. There's scientific breakthroughs and research and studies and all these things that really, really can help you in order to make sure that you're not just starting from a really low place. Because even the tips I gave before and a lot of things you might try to do in your life, if you're walking around again with very low testosterone, you're kind of just fucked, man. And so you got to figure out ways, whether again that is testosterone replacement therapy or whether that's doing it all naturally. There's lots of different methods. Again, I'm not going to go too deep on that right now. But first thing I would say is get your testosterone and your E2 sensitive checked, and then go from there in whichever path, either a doctor or research or whatever it is, however you decide to go from there, but optimize your hormones. All right, guys, now the fifth and final step that I'm going to be giving in this video, and again, there's a lot more than 5. There's a lot more things that I've done in my life and that others have done in order to kind of transcend from being the beta male and becoming more of an alpha male. But I'm just giving you 5 in this video. I hope you've enjoyed this video so far. If you have, make sure you give it a thumbs up and comment down below and just let me know if this kind of material, this topic really interests you. I'm really curious to know if my audience, who I've primarily taught pickup to, is interested in more of this sort of like masculinity sort of content, because it's something I research deeply and that I'm very into. So comment down below and let me know, and again, give it a thumbs up. And of course, if you're not subscribed, to make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. Jesus, what are you doing if you're not subscribed to the channel? 5, get comfortable with your inner silence. So we're living in 2018 and there is so many distractions all around us all the time. Jumping from Instagram to Facebook to now I'm texting with this person to watching this YouTube video. You're all over the place all the time. Most people in 2018 can't even sit down and read a book. And so what happens is, if you were to sit down and try to meditate, if you're in this place where you're always distracted and always just not at ease, you're always just feeling kind of jittery and all over the place. If you were to sit down and try to meditate right now, you might actually just freak out. You might just actually sit there and start having crazy thoughts and start feeling really irritated. And when I find myself in these places, because I definitely find myself in these places where, again, I'm just hopping around from social media to social media. I've always got to be listening to music, always whatever. I take time to get away from my phone for a little bit, and I take time to meditate, and I take time to drink hot tea on my porch and just relax and take really deep breaths. And that is so beneficial because you essentially want to view yourself as the grounded oak tree in the middle of the forest. And girls that you're talking to, the world around you, these are squirrels that are hopping around the oak tree. But the oak tree doesn't move. It's grounded. It's inner silence. It's comfortable with its inner silence. And that's the way that you want to be. Because if you're always distracted, if you're always uneasy, then you're going to be in social situations and you're going to have a hard time really talking to people. You're going to have a hard time dealing with different social settings and any sort of obstacles that come your way. So big tips for this are taking phone breaks. So something I really like to do, I did this today, for example, is a lot of the times for the first 3 hours of my day, I just won't be on my phone, no matter what. I didn't get on my phone, I didn't get on my computer, I didn't do anything that involved electronics for the first 3 hours of my day. You can do this in the evening, you can do this whenever it is, but just being present, becoming more present in your body, comfortable with this inner silence. If you're living somewhere where it's warm at the moment, you can go hiking, be out in the woods, don't take your phone with you. Disclaimer, if you fall off the cliff or something and you can't call for help, this is not my fault. This is not a medical video. This is not professional medical advice, but also just meditation. Just sitting there for 20 minutes. And it doesn't have to be, if you've never meditated before, it doesn't have to be that you're sitting on a carpet and you're fucking, it doesn't have to be anything like that, dude. Just like sit in your room. Just sit in your room for fucking 20 minutes and just sit there in silence and sit there and just kind of look around and think a little bit. Just think about your life. Think about what you've done. Think about how far you've come. you know, and just get comfortable with that inner silence. And that's going to make it so that way you are more at ease when you're communicating with people. And that is definitely one of the main characteristics of an alpha male, is a guy who is on his purpose, he's comfortable, he's calm, he's out here in the world, he's at ease, and he's in control. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video again on 5 different ways that you can start, taking action steps towards becoming an alpha male. I really was passionate about a lot of the material that I talked about in this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Again, give it a like, comment down below, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you are interested in doing any coaching with me, whether that's my Skype coaching or one-on-one in-person coaching, feel free to head over to evolutiondaily.com and sign up for that, and I will talk to all of you guys very soon.